fucking dome piece. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Reed Hansen Street to the stage.
She had a lot more sex jokes than I have. I don't have any. So I went through a drive-thru the other day, and me and my buddy, we got some burgers or something, and I looked at him while he was driving, and he's trying to consume this burger at the same time. And I noticed there's a huge difference between eating when you're in a restaurant or in your house or something than eating when you're driving. Because normally when you're eating, you know, there's all these, you're trying to be nice, you're trying to kind of put on a show for everybody who's around. But when you're driving, that just totally goes out the window. It's like all of a sudden you're just like savaging this meal. You're trying to shove it in your face while you drive. It's like you've turned a cheap meal into some sort of like speed gross out contest. And it's ridiculous. And it's amazing. It's amazing to see people turn from this nice person into their primal roots. And you see this a lot, I think, when people are driving. For example, when people get in road rage, you set a normal man in traffic for like 10 minutes, and he turns into he's a gorilla all of a sudden. And he's like, he doesn't know how to use his car, he's smacking the wheel, he's thumping his chest. It's pretty ridiculous. But, thanks, yeah. But I also get irritated when I'm driving. I got stuck behind a school bus the other day, and it occurred to me that school buses are one of the few vehicles that actually have to have written on them what they are. Who is that for? Who's driving around and goes, hey, does anybody else see that huge yellow limousine? What's the story there? What's going on with that thing? There's midgets. Midgets are getting out of that limousine. What's going on? Oh, it's a school bus, guys. It's got a written. It's a school bus. Like, who is this for? These are the same people who get lost looking for their cars in parking lots. You know, these are the same people. They got to have their names written on the side of their car. Bob's car. Oh, there it is. I don't understand how people function like this, but well, maybe they're just normal people. I'm a normal person. I like everybody else. I complain about everybody else's driving like all the time. But I was actually in a bit of a fender bender myself the other day, and it sucks. It was really expensive, but I think my least favorite part about the entire experience is every time I tell somebody about it, they think that telling me something shitty that happened to them is going to make me feel better. Like they'll actually say that. I'll say, well, if it makes you feel better, I totaled my Jeep last month. How the hell would that make me feel better? What kind of person do you think I am? Like, something shitty happens to me, as long as it happens to everybody else, I'm cool. As long as everybody else has something shitty happens, I'm cool. Like, no, that is disgusting. I mean, it would make me feel better if you give me a couple $1,000s, not just, tell me something shitty that happened. I mean, what if people took this way further too? That's what I was saying. Like if you telling me something bad is gonna make me feel better, what if you just told me something really bad? Like you break your arm and somebody's like, hey, well, if it makes you feel any better, there's a genocide in Uganda right now. So if that makes you feel any better, well, if it makes you feel any better, my sister's dying of AIDS. So. There's something for you, but it's just horrible. I mean, why don't people ever tell you good news after something happens? Like, you get in a car crash and somebody's like, hey man, well, if it makes you feel any better, the war in Iraq's over, so that's nice. Like, I'd still have my car to worry about, but it kind of puts it in perspective, It's like, I guess there's bigger things than my car, But you gotta appreciate the bigger things in life, and I appreciate music, but I discovered I only really like listening to music by myself, and it's because I like to sing along with the music. But it's not even that I'm self-conscious about my voice. It's like, yeah, I got a shitty voice, but I know it, and I'm fine with that. Like that's not the problem. It's that I'm not really good with the lyrics. So when I'm singing, it's kind of like mumbling and random inflections at the end of sentences, and it sounds something like this. It's like a bout of hell when it comes. And it's like, that's good for me, like I've said enough that I'm like, this is the song. I'm an artist right now when I'm singing that. But the problem is, every time you're singing in a group of people to the same song, there's one guy that knows every fucking lyric. Like, he's this pretentious guy who knows every lyric to the song. And it's not only that he knows them, it's that he's shocked that not everybody else knows them. He's like looking around, like a bat out of hell. What's wrong with you? This is an old song. We should all know this. It's like he's giving you a death glare, like he's doing a favor for the artist. He's like the artist is really gonna care. Like like Meatloaf is like sitting in his house in Beverly Hills right now. If one more kid fucks up that song, I swear, I'm gonna lose it. You know, I mean, they don't give a shit, and neither should you. But yeah, that's my time. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. All right, that was Reed Hansen Street, everybody.